Hello everyone, welcome to my chemistry channel BL Das Short and Sweet in Chemistry. I also want to welcome the students of class 9th according to CBSE syllabus. The chapter that the topic is structure of the atom. In structure of atom in part 5 I have already explained Rutherford's experiment and its conclusion. Before that also I have completed part 5 part up from part 1 to part 4 where I have discussed the Dalton's atomic theory, discovery of electron, discovery of proton and neutron, and then that one is Bohr's model of atom, and after Bohr's model of atom, Rutherford's experiment and its conclusion. Now in part 6 I will explain the Rutherford's model of atom and its drawbacks. So what is Rutherford's model of atom? After the Rutherford's experiment and its conclusion, and now the Rutherford's model of atom that is produced and here postulated. So what is that? Now you know positively charged center in an atom, because since the alpha particles return back in the angle of 180 degree, that is why it is sure that positively charged center in an atom present, because alpha particle also positive charge and in the middle also positive charge, that is why it is 180 degree rebound. So positive charged particles or center in an atom is called nucleus. That means here this is suppose atom and here it is positively charged particles, that is called nucleus. And why it is positive charge particles are positive charge is so? Because due to presence of protons in it, because here since protons present in this is called nucleus, and here since protons are positively charged, that is why it is shows positive charge. Why this is positive charge? Because due to the presence of protons in the middle. Almost the entire mass of the atom, that is due to nucleus. Why? Because nucleus contains protons and also other particles, that is neutron, also present inside the nucleus. That means almost the entire mass of an atom is due to nucleus, which contains protons and neutrons. Protons, that is positive charge, and neutrons, that is neutral. That is why the mass, because you know here proton, that one proton equal to one hydrogen mass, similarly neutron also same. That is why the entire mass of the proton is due to the presence of nucleus in the atom. The number of protons in atom. What is number of protons? Suppose number of protons 5. That means here the charge is 5. So number of the positive charge in nucleus, which indicates, if I can say if the protons are 9, that means the number of positive charge is 9. And here let us see here sodium plus 11. What is meaning? Plus means here it indicates proton 11. C, carbon plus 6 mean 6 protons. Nitrogen plus 7 mean 7 proton. Hydrogen plus 1 mean 1 proton. Similarly, oxygen plus 8 means 8 proton. Again see the number of protons, what it indicates, that positive charge. And examples, if it is 11 plus, then it indicates that 11 proton. Plus 6, 6 proton. Plus 7, 7 proton. 1 plus 1, 1 proton. Plus 8, 8 protons. The volume and the size of the nucleus. Volume, when you see the size of the atom and size of the nucleus, see volume. If you see the volume of the atom, if you see the volume of the atom, size of atom and volume of atom, and if compared to the volume and size of the nucleus, what you will find? The volume and size of the nucleus is very, very small compared to atom. Now if it is atom and the small part, that is nucleus, so you compare these two, this is very, very small in compared to your volume and size. That means when you compare size and volume of the nucleus and atom, and the nucleus is very, very small. Atom consists of two parts. What indicates? All the 3 points, it indicates that here it has two parts. This is nucleus part and outer side nucleus, that is extra nuclear part. So atom consists of two parts. One is nucleus part, other is extra nuclear part. All the electrons are present in extra nuclear part. Suppose I want to show in a big figure. Now here suppose this is the nucleus plus charge is there. Now what happened? This is called extra nuclear part, and here the electrons are present in the extra nuclear part. So all the electrons are present in extra nuclear part around the nucleus and having negligible mass. You know, mass of the electron is very negligible, that is 1 by 2000 part of the proton. So here they are not stationary, they are not remaining as in one position. In one position they are not remaining, they are moving. Then how they will move, let us see. First you see, all the electrons are present in extra nuclear part around the nucleus having negligible mass, and they are not stationary, they are not remaining in one position, they are moving. And next point, the electrons revolve around the nucleus. Yes, because they are not stationary, they are not remaining in one position, they are moving, they are revolving. How? Around the nucleus in circular path, that is called orbit. Now the electrons, they move in the circular path. So what happens? The electrons revolve around the nucleus in circular path, they are called orbit with high velocity. Then after that, what is the point? So electrons revolve around the nucleus in a circular path, that is called orbit with high speed. So next point you will see how they will move, how they can exist in the circular path, that is orbit. In next point, that is point 8, we will see. So again see, these are the points, and after that we will see other points and also drawbacks of Rutherford's model of atom. I told in 7th number point, that means here the electrons revolve round the nucleus in circular path, that is called orbit. Just like here you can observe solar system. In solar system, planets are revolving round the sun. In the solar system, the planets are revolving around the sun. Rutherford model also is similar to that solar system. As the planets are revolving around the sun, similarly the electrons are also revolving around the nucleus in a path, that is orbit. So here Rutherford said that according to like solar system, here also the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a particular path. And drawbacks of Rutherford's model of atom. That means these are the points what Rutherford said about his model. But what are the drawbacks? According to Rutherford's model, it is similar to our solar system, and there are two forces. One is centrifugal force exists, another is electrostatic attraction also exists between nucleus and electrons. So see here, centrifugal force here towards to center, it comes towards to center, and that centrifugal force that will be balanced by the electrostatic attraction between nucleus and electrons. Nucleus contain positive charge and electrons are negative charge. That is also one type of electrostatic force of attraction, and he said that both may be that mean balance each other. But in the same time, the physics scientist Maxwell came. According to that scientist Maxwell, he said he produced one theory that is called radiation theory. According to that theory, if any charged particle move under the influence of attractive force, now see, any charged particle if moves under the influence of attractive force, what is that one? Now you can say in our Rutherford's model. Now the electron are moving here under the influence of positive charge which is present nucleus. Then what happens then? According to the radiation theory, it will lose energy. Which one lose energy? That means electrons will lose energy and in the form of radiation. When electron lose energy in the form of radiation, then what happens? The electrons would lose energy and comes towards nucleus, and so electrons should lose energy and move closer to nucleus. So what happens? That means that after some time or after losing energy and come to closer to nucleus, and then they would fall into the nucleus. If the electrons will fall into the nucleus, nucleus contain positive charge and electrons are there outer side negative charge. When come to the nucleus, then automatically the nucleus would collapse. Nucleus would collapse, atom would collapse, because nucleus contains positive charge, electrons that are negative charge. When electrons come inside the nucleus, automatically the atom would collapse. If atom would collapse, that there is no structure of atom, there is no possibility of atom there, but this is not happening. This is not happening. Atom is there, atom is existing. That means here the electrons if lose energy, then what happens then? According to Maxwell scientist, one physics scientist who said, according to his radiation theory, if any charged particle move under the influence of other attractive force, they will lose energy. So according to this theory, electron would lose energy, electron would come to into the nucleus and atom would collapse, but this is not happening. So now see, if it is nucleus there and it contains positive charge, and here electron, let I can say only one orbit I want to show you. Suppose electron is there, then what happens then? Here revolve round the nucleus and lose energy according to Maxwell theory. Lastly they will come, lastly fall into the nucleus. If they will fall into the nucleus, then the atom would collapse, but this is not happening. Atom is existing. So here this is the main drawback of the Rutherford's model. Rutherford's model, that is the most important drawback, and he could not explain the stability after Maxwell scientist, and he could not explain the stability of atom, because atom is there, atom is stable, but according to the Maxwell, he could not explain the stability of the atom. He could not explain also distribution of electron in the extranuclear part, how the electrons will be distributed in the extranuclear part. This is the nucleus plus, and here this is the extranuclear part, and the electrons how they are arranged, in their outermost in the nuclear part, then what happens, how it is arranged and how it is only stable. This is not explained by the Rutherford's model of atom. Again see, what are the main drawbacks of Rutherford's model? Rutherford's model drawback according to only scientist Maxwell. When scientist Maxwell said about the radiation theory, and here the electrons revolve around the nucleus and lose energy and should fall into the nucleus, and lastly the atom would collapse, but it is not happening. This is the main drawback, and he could not explain the distribution of electron also, he could not explain the stability of atom also. After that the scientist can boast model of atom. One is Thomson model of atom, first is Thomson model of atom, second is Rutherford's experiment and conclusion and its model of atom, and third is Bohr's model of atom. In coming video I will explain Bohr's model of atom. I hope it is clear to you, and hope you will subscribe my channel and BL Das Short and Sweet in Chemistry, and also like and share my channel so that I may produce more videos in for your 9th class. Thanks.